Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Book Courtship Tag. So this tag was created by Leah over at Hi I Love Books, and I will link her channel below. And I actually found this tag on Jesse the Reader's channel, so I will also link his video if you're interested in watching it. So this tag has 10 different phases, so let's get started. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at remembering what I'm going to say, so I've written the phases down so that I don't mess them up. Phase 1, Initial Attraction, a book that you bought because of the cover. Now, there have been plenty of books that I've bought because of the cover, just because of that. But one in particular that comes to mind is A Thousand Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. I have no earthly idea what this book is about. I kind of want to go into it blindly, but I purchased it solely because of the cover, and I had a very difficult time finding it in Barnes & Noble bookstores. I think I went to like 3 or 4 different ones. Luckily, this was when I was traveling on vacation. It wasn't really out of my way to go to all of these different bookstores, so it worked out pretty well. But it took me quite a while to find it, and I'm so happy that I did. Phase 2, First Impressions, a book that you got because of the summary. And that book would be Rooms by Lauren Oliver. I love this cover as well, but the summary is what got me. So my memory card got full on my camera, so hopefully I'm still in like the same position that I was not too long ago. Anyways, I was talking about Rooms by Lauren Oliver, and the summary or the synopsis of this book really got me. It's about this family, I think it's the father that passes away and leaves the mother, daughter, and son, I think, a country house that they are to live in, and it's haunted. The synopsis goes into a little bit more detail, and this is kind of told from dual perspectives, from the ghost perspective and the people that live there. So that really intrigued me. Unfortunately, this book did not live up to the hype, but it was worth a shot, and I liked it, but it could have been a little bit better, I think. Phase 3, Sweet Talk, a book with great writing. Now this book I read this month, and it is The Last Time We Say Goodbye by Cynthia Hand, and I love this book so much. It was so good, and I will talk about it more in my wrap-up at the end of the month. But to give you like a little snippet of the writing style, here is a quote from the book. It says, "Time passes, that's the rule. No matter what happens, no matter how much it might feel like everything in your life has been frozen around one particular moment, time marches on." So that's just a little example of the writing style, and I love it so much. It's very beautifully written. Phase 4, First Date, a first book of the series which made you want to pick up the rest of the series. For this, I chose The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. I know that the second book is not quite out yet. I'm not sure of the release date, but I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But this book was so good. I also read this book this month, so I will talk about it more in my wrap-up. But I'm definitely waiting very impatiently for the next book to come out. Phase 5, Late Night Phone Calls, a book that kept you up all night. For this one, I chose Made for You by Melissa Marr. This book is kind of haunting. It's a little bit creepy, but it's really, really good. I think I talked about it in one of my wrap-ups, and this was actually recommended to me by another booktuber, and I have to say that I really, really loved it. It was an excellent read, and it did keep me up all night because I didn't want to put it down. Phase 6, Always on My Mind, a book you could not stop thinking about. And I chose This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl because this book is so inspiring, and it really touched me. Ooh, I'm about to tear up right now talking about it. So after I read this book, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I think I finished reading it like really late at night, and I found out that Esther's YouTube channel was still active and had some of her cute little videos that she posted, during her struggles. So I stayed up watching those videos and just thinking about everything that she went through and her family and the impression that she has made. So I will link her YouTube channel in the description below if you'd like to check it out. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. It's so moving and very, very good. Phase 7, Getting Physical, a book in which you love the way it feels. This was not really difficult for me to figure out, so I chose Talon by Julie Kagawa, and anyone that has this book knows that the cover feels like scales. So it's really cool, and the inside is beautiful. The hardcover itself is beautiful. So this book is just all around fantastic and also very good. I think I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. And Rogue comes out very soon, so I'm excited about that. Phase 8, Meeting the Parents, a book in which you recommend to your family and friends. If you guys don't know, my favorite author is Linwood Barclay. So pretty much anything by Linwood Barclay I recommend to anyone that asks me. I recommend Linwood Barclay to everyone, and even if they're not really like, if they're new to reading, I still recommend him. He's an adult author and he writes like suspense thriller novels, and they're so amazing. His next book, Broken Promises, comes out very, very soon, and I'm trying to get my hands on an arc of that, so we'll see. Phase 9, Thinking About the Future, a book or series you know that you will reread many times in the future. I had to think about this one for a little bit because I feel like I haven't found that one book that I'll want to reread over and over and over and over. And I have read a couple of the Harry Potter books, but they're still, I guess because of my age now, I don't think that I could read those over and over. I mean, they're good, but you know, I didn't grow up with them. So my camera turned off again. So I'm gonna do this very quickly. So the book that I chose for the series that I would reread is the Fever series by Karen Marie Moning. I have not reread this series as of yet because there are still books being published in this series, but this series is my favorite of all time, and if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. However, there is adult content, so I wouldn't recommend this until you're, you know, mature enough to handle the mature content in these books. And lastly, Phase 10, Share the Love, Who Do You Tag? I don't know who has done this tag or not, so I just picked a bunch of booktubers that I enjoy watching, and if they haven't done it, then they've been tagged. And anyone else who wants to do this tag, please feel free to do so. It's very fun to do, especially if your camera doesn't shut off like 3 times while you're filming. So I'm going to tag Witty Novels, Lindsay Ray, Novels and Nonsense, Cozy Tea Reads, Why Mermaids, A Thousand Lives of Daisy, Books and Junk, and Patrick Books. I will link all of their channels in the description below if you're interested in checking them out. They're all amazing booktubers. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize if the frame is a little bit different from the very beginning because I had to keep restarting my camera because it's being a pain. Anyways, let me know in the comments below if you do this tag and link your video so that I can watch it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!